Happy Friday. Any questions before we start today's exercise? Okay, so today's exercise should be very educational, right? We're all being brainwashed, right? We're all being brainwashed every day. Has anybody noticed that? You're being told every day the same messages over and over and over again until you're brainwashed. And right now the message is AI is going to take over the world and solve all of your problems. It's going to be so amazing. Like the promises of AI are just going to be just unlimited, right? It's just amazing. AI is going to solve everything. So today we're going to use AI to solve coursework too. You can see, this should be easy, right? Based on all the marketing and the brainwashing that you're exposed to every day from people that want to sell you things. This should be easy. So today we're going to use AI to solve coursework too. So what are we going to do? We're going to form groups, which shouldn't be too much of a surprise for anybody, because we do that every time we start a Google Doc. We form groups. We have a group name. And then you're going to have a look at coursework too. Last Friday, we gave a little introduction to coursework too. And then you're going to brainstorm visual designs. How can you represent the data in coursework 2 visually? Like what are good ways to represent that data visually? So you can brainstorm some ways. Maybe you visit the visualization lecture slides. But if you're looking for ideas, if you want to brainstorm visual designs for coursework too, you can also Google Dear Data and then click on images, and you'll see lots and lots of examples of how to sketch data, brainstorm data, just using pencils and papers. So you're going to sketch 1 or 2 visual designs of coursework 2 data manually. You can use whatever you want. You can use your hands and your pencils. But you can also use a program like Sketch or Figma or PowerPoint or MS Paint. Any program you want to sketch some ideas about how to visually depict the data in coursework 2. And then you make sure your visual designs are clearly labeled with axis labels and a color legend. And then the second part is you choose your favorite AI image generation tool. Has anybody here played with image generation tools yet? I think a lot of you probably have already. You choose your favorite AI image generation tool, and then you try to generate 1 or 2 images for coursework 2. Right, you're using these AI generation tools to try to solve coursework 2 for you. That's the idea. So maybe, you can solve coursework 2 in 10 minutes or 15 minutes using AI. And then you add these images to your Google Doc. We're trying to find out this question: can your free AI tool generate images of coursework 2 data with labeled axes and color legends, for example? And then the best group submission will get a prize today. Your Google Doc contains the group name plus member names, 1 or 2 manual sketches, plus the name of the program you use to generate the sketches, and then 1 or 2 AI images plus the name of the program you used. And then you share the Google Doc with myself. Any questions about this exercise? Is that a question? No. So I'm going to give you some hints. These are some example sketches, right? These are sketches drawn by hand of data. And they're just, if you Google, for example, dear data, and then you click on images, you'll get endless examples of how you can visually represent data with just sketches and hand drawings or manual techniques. The flaws here, does anybody see a flaw with any of these? There are some flaws. That's kind of a bonus question. Anybody see some flaws with those? None of them have color legends. You need to have a color legend. When you map color to data, you need to have a color legend. And then coursework 2, we can have a look at coursework 2. So coursework 2 is you're given a data set. Essentially, you're given a data set. And this is the data set. It's a survey. It's a survey of people and their diets. And then it links people's diets with the environmental impact that the diet has. And so the question is, can you represent this data visually? And these are all the columns. Like each participant in the survey has a number, a unique ID, a type of diet that they eat, right? A gender, an age group, and then these are all environmental factors. For example, what are the greenhouse gas emissions associated with this diet? How much land is used by this diet, right? How much water is used by this diet? This is a more fancy one. This is about the chemical problems, chemical and problems that introduced. Greenhouse gas emissions based on methane, greenhouse gas emissions based on nitrous oxide, mean biodiversity impact, the water use again, and the acidification potential. These are all environmental measures of adverse effects on the environment. So it's a big data set. And then you want to generate images of that data set. You can download the data here. You can read about the data here in detail. And you're trying to generate some images of that data. Yeah. In coursework 2, you're using a tool. You're generally not using artificial intelligence tools. You're using tools that are actually data visualization tools, things like Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel or Power BI or Tableau. Those are all tools. And then you have to fill out a template. This is for coursework 2. So all of your courseworks, you fill out a template. Because I love templates. But today's task is to depict this data using generative AI. Because as we all know from looking at the mainstream media every day, AI is going to save us from ourselves. They're going to solve all our problems. We don't need computer scientists anymore. We don't need engineers anymore. We don't need artists anymore. We just have AI, and that's it. That's it. That's all we need. Any questions? So yeah. So let's give it a try and get educated. See how well the generative AI techniques can solve our coursework too. Sound like fun? Good. I will, based on the silence from the audience, I will take that as a yes. That sounds like a lot of fun as an answer. I'm just counting the number of people today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so something like close to 40 or 50. So let's form some groups.